There we go. There we go. You know what happened was Captain Slippers. Look at this guy. Look at Captain Slippers here. Captain Slippers totally hit the mute button on the microphone. So now it's all golden. I'm so sorry about that. Captain Slippers. What's up, honey badgers? What's up, honey badgers? I just hope everyone's nice. And as I was saying when the microphone was muted, that... Oh, hello! Oh, stop it. Hopefully now you should be able to hear me. The microphone is on. The mute is off. Is this good? Bad kitty. Here, like this. Maybe now it's probably going to be a bit too loud. Oh, please. Hello. Oh, I'm so happy to see all of you honey badgers are here tonight and just tuned in. Captain Slippers strikes again, it's true. Captain Slippers just loves it. He loves causing mischief. Folks, this is some serious stuff. I'm here to talk and report on the wildlife. Hello, Crystal Witch. You see that, Captain Slippers? Captain Slippers is such a sassy kitty. He's just so sassy. You want to say hi? You want to say hi, Captain Slippers? Can you all see the captain? Here he is. Everyone sees you, sweetie. This is sweet, sweet little Captain Slippers. He's just a kitten. Oh, he's just a kitten. What a special little cat. Now listen, this is some serious stuff. Alright, I'll just make sure that you can see Captain Slippers. Now listen, this is the Honey Badger Wildlife News Report. Meow. Hi, sweetie. Hi, Wicca. Good to see you too, Shadow X. Fill his litter box with Pop Rocks. Oh, that's terrible. That's a really good way to get him back, though, actually. He'll just put his little butt down and then pop, pop, pops. So, let's see. Everyone says Captain Slippers. So you'll probably notice that Captain Slippers has a bit of his ear clipped. That's because he was the rescue kitten back from New York, from Brooklyn, New York. And when they found him, he was a sweet alley cat. And they gave him his shots and all of his, his shots and things like this. And they made sure that he was healthy. And then they clipped his ear to signify, hey, this cat has had its shots. He's been fixed. And then they were going to release him back into the wild. But they were like, oh, no, we can adopt him out. And then I adopted Captain Slippers. And he's been in my life ever since. Right? Ever since he was a kitten. And they clipped his nuts and they gave him his medicine. Now listen, you know what? We're here to discuss the wildlife of Syria. Because as we all know, Syria has just been screwed with left and right. And, I mean, rightfully so. Listen, I'm not going to get political. I'm not going to go there. I mean, we all know that Assad is a loon. I don't see really... Listen, I'm not going to get into this. All I want to focus on right here is the fabulous wildlife that is being affected in Syria. Oh, hi, Sarah. Oh, I love you too. Yes, and adopt. And of course, that's the message here, really, is adopt your pets. Adopt your pets. I've only had rescues in my life. And rescues can really improve and help your life. They say that you live longer when you have a pet. Anyways, the wildlife of Syria. My loose kitties will feral. See? You gotta take, because if you don't take or adopt or take a chance on these, what they deem feral cats, then no one will. No one will. Infected by what? Who said anything about who's infected? Listen, we never really choose our cats. They choose us. That's very true. Who's infected? Cat scratch fever? No. Oh, so what I was saying is, in Syria, because they're doing all these bombs, like we did the airstrike, The United States, that is. And so is Israel. Israel right now is bombing. And so the chemical attacks, all this horrible stuff, the children, it's just terrible. You knock it off. Sorry, I shouldn't be talking to the television when I have things to do here. But listen, so the wildlife of Syria is also being affected. And they have over 3,000 different species of plant life. They really do. And do you know who else lives in Syria? This is really interesting. Now, of course, we all know that Syria is in the Middle East, right? And it's really in the middle of everything. And it's towards the Mediterranean Sea. Yes, about 3,100 different species of flora. And then, what's really fascinating is they have pelicans. I was just so amazed that they have all these marvelous birds in Syria. There are just so many birds. And as you all know, I love birds, especially those blue-footed boobies. Now, they have rodents. They have what's known as what is this little guy? Oh, they have a lot. Oh, wow. They have a lot of species. They have a lot of rodents, which they say make up a large portion of their mammals. Yes, and animals are dying out. It's very true. It is true. It's happening at a staggering rate, just so quickly and so fast. And of course, as we see climate change and all this other sort of thing, habitats being affected and deforestation having its effect on wildlife, we're going to see more mass mortality events, which is where a species will just sort of vanish in a day, like 20,000, 10,000. Yeah, save the boobies! Save those blue-footed boobies! So yes, they have a lot of birds. They have a lot of rodents. They have a lot of big cats, too. Now, let me see. I had a really fantabulous list. I'm just over here trying to find this list. How's everyone doing? The blue-footed boobies are one of my favorites. Me too. They do this dance. They do that blue-footed boobie dance. They make such great dances. And that's how they attract one another, right? It's all about the dances. But so many of these birds, it's all about how they do their things. They spread their wings and flop their feathers. And the poor animals are the last ones to be taken care of. Absolutely. It's true. You see, so exactly. That brings me to my point. While all these wars are happening and all these airstrikes and all these chemicals and na. Meanwhile, there's like wildlife that didn't ask for any of this. They can't say, hey, stop bombing, or hey, like we believe in this government. Like they can't do any of that. And so it's really on us to protect the wildlife and to protect the animals and the species and the plants and all this stuff. I mean, even plants, when it comes down to it. Like, we really have to protect a lot of the flowers and wildlife. The blue-footed booby dance. I gotta release a hot blue-footed booby dance song, I think. Oh, so there's a lot of antelope and gazelle in Syria, and of course the wildcat. The wildcat makes its home there, and who else is there? The squirrel, the hare, the porcupine. Honey badger versus porcupine. What a prickly battle that was. Now, who else is there? Oh yes. Ooh, they have a bunch of lizards, a bunch of different lizards that love the environment and the weather that's in Syria, and falcons and eagles and pelicans. My daughter was very young. We'd watch the blue-footed boobies over and over again. Oh, that's amazing. Those pricks. I love these comments. The blue-footed booby dance video. I'll make them dance. I'll just, we'll edit it so they dance, and I'll say blue-footed booby, booby, boom, chicka boom, chicka boom. It could be like a really hot house dance or trance song. Oh yeah, honey badgers do care, it's true. You know, I have to say, the honey badger species itself, by not caring, cares. Because they care for themselves, right? And they have to eat, and they have to go into that house full of bees, and they have to, you know, do all these things just so it can live. So by not caring, that's how the honey badger lives and thrives. That's in caring, it doesn't care. If that makes any sort of sense. But it's true. The flamingo and the ostrich. Did you know that? Would you wake up, please? The ostrich is in Syria. Imagine that. Porcupine versus honey badger. Honey badger wins. Absolutely. I narrated a video about that. You can check that out. It's in here. It's a fierce battle. And the porcupine just sort of, you know, does the thing and it tries to, but the honey badger's like, what are you doing? Like this, you're not even doing anything. You're just tickling me. It's just amazing. It's such a sight to see. The porcupine is trying to be all sneaky, and so is the honey badger, frankly. And they donate their scraps to other animals. That's right. Well, you see, all those other animals are just like, you know what? You do all the work. You do all the work. We're just going to get those scraps. We're just going to get those scraps. We're all about the scraps. We're just going to sort of hang out behind a bush. And when you least expect it, we're going to take that rodent. We're going to take that snake. Oh, the snake is venomous. Oh. But a lot of the other animals will see the honey badger snacking on some crazy cobra. What is this? Oh, wow. They'll say, ooh, look at honey badger. Looks like it's eating a really delicious snack. What is that, snake meat? And then they go over and they pass out. But sometimes they won't wake up because that's a lot of venom. It really is a lot of venom. So, of course, there are snakes in Syria. And throughout the desert, there are lots of chameleons and a ton of different lizards. And a lot of these species are being affected right now, just because, I mean, when you send a missile over, you launch rockets and things like this, that's a lot of nasty. I mean, I can't even believe that the humans are dealing with all that stuff. Wherever, like even in Yemen, like Nigeria, wherever there's explosives and... Jeez, what a crazy time. I'm telling you, this is how we lose. This is how we lose a lot of our wildlife. I really hate to say it. I really hate to say it. Thanks for the scraps, stupid. That's right. Thanks for the scraps. Thanks for the treats. Thanks for the treats. You did such a good job, honey badger. Thank you so much for feeding everyone around you. Oh, it's just crazy. It's just so crazy and sick. Nothing is dangerous and effective as a bunch of organized honey badgers. You said it, Shadow. Fun fact, the skin of the honey badger is so hard that not even a bullet can kill it. That's right. I'm telling you, the only way to put down a honey badger, sadly, and you're sick if you do this, but folks have done it. It's because, like, beekeepers used to do it. Now they stopped doing it. You have to point blank shoot the honey badger in the head. It's terrible. That's the only way to do it. And yes, because they just don't care and they'll get stung by all those bees, they used to wreak havoc on a lot of beekeepers and all their honey. And the beekeeper said, I am losing money. And so they'd say, come here, honey badger. And but first they would try with the bow and arrow. Nothing would happen. They would try all sorts of things. And honey badger would just say, you know what, I'm getting this honey. So now what they do is they put up the house full of bees and honeycombs are up in the sky on the very top of a pole, and the pole is slippery, so the honey badger can't climb up, and so everyone wins. And this way you don't have to, you know, be so brutish. Give me that shotgun. I'm just gonna kill this honey badger. Oh, how terrible. You know, it's your fault for keeping the house full of bees and all of its sweet, sweet honey out in the open. I mean, bears can do it too. Bears do it too. What, is it too loud? My mic is a lot of static. Ah! Wait a second. Is that better? How is this? Yes, Brian May. Oh, it's amazing. Because those badgers get a bad rap, and all they want to do is just spend money to do the call. You know what I'm saying? Is this better? Is this a better volume? So anyways, is it still static? Anyways. Komodo dragon versus a honey badger. That's a tough one because Komodo dragons are fierce. I had the good fortune to work with a Komodo dragon in Florida, and this guy was unbelievable. Just the sheer strength that this Komodo dragon had. Okay, sorry. Yeah, that's YouTube. I'll go with honey badger though, because once again, when in doubt, go for the nuts. The honey badger will go for the groin and just snip away and watch you bleed to death. And it works. It works. It's worked in battles with lions, and it would work with a Komodo dragon. If it can't get to the Komodo dragon's groin, the honey badger could still win. I'm telling you, let me put it to you this way. There's nothing the Komodo dragon will be able to do that could really hurt the honey badger other than try to eat its face. That's all I can think of. Honey badgers are made of honey? Is myself... Oh, yes! Okay, gone. Thank you so much for that tip. Thank you, Crystal. I may need to reboot the stream. It's like a small wobble. Does Komodo dragon ever have nuts? Captain Slippers. That's a dirty trick. It is a dirty trick. Honey badgers play dirty, sweetie. They really do. They play sweet. They play dirties. See, I just wanted to remind you folks that while all these things are happening, there is wildlife that exists, and it's out there. And there's also, of course, wildlife such as plants and flowers. And those are the things that a lot of mammals and animals rely upon for food. It's a food source. As we keep killing crops, I'm telling you, this is not a good time to be a farmer. Ooh, it is not a good time to be a farmer. This must be so difficult. Shout out to all the farmers out there, because this is not easy. Especially on the heels of this, the salmonella eggs from South Carolina, I think they were. It's terrible. There's just so much going on, folks. Oh, really? Ooh. I don't know if Komodo dragons... I think the Komodo dragon I worked with was a lady. Either that, or there's nothing to write home about. I don't know. I can't recall what a Komodo dragon's junk looks like. That's something I'm definitely going to have to look into. But I mean, a lion has big saggy balls. A lot of animals have saggy nuts. I mean, from the pit bull to the lion to the squirrel. Squirrel's nuts are something else, I'm telling you. But it is terrible. Yeah, that's right. The chicken farmers don't raise them properly. You're absolutely right, and consequently, they get dirty. A lot of the chicken coops are just ignored. It's really gross and disgusting. And I mean, if they would just legalize, I hate to say it, I do and I don't, but if you just legalize marijuana, these farmers can revitalize things, and the states can get their money from taxes. But of course that's too easy, right? Anyways, also, what I was saying is, they spray everything with all these weird chemicals and pesticides, and that's why bees are endangered. Every day, folks, every day I step outside, and I'm finding myself that I find that I'm helping bees. I'm just helping bees that are like walking on the sidewalk. So Tina. Tina, you're fabulous. Tina's such a badass. That's what I'm saying, Shadow. If you legalize it, everyone wins. They're showing, the studies are showing that it helps with so much. As I'm sure a lot of you know, with PTSDs, with cancer, with HIV. There you go. Cage free. Let them run around. But this, I don't know how else to explain it. It's just, there's a choice that people can make and farmers can make. That's all I gotta say is it's a choice. You can choose to have a farm and raise open, free cattle, open, free farm life, and unfortunately, a lot of these, well, they're corporate. They're just corporate farms. That's what's happened. Yeah, no, that's what's happened is that they're corporate farmings, and it's really disturbed the industry. It's just mass. I'm so sorry with the funkiness. Folks, I should go. I just wanted to drop by and say that there is wildlife, not only in Syria, obviously, but all around the world that we have to protect and start thinking about. We just have to return to our brains and our hearts and just have a little more compassion. Some new videos coming out this week that I'm very excited about, and I can't wait to share them with you. So, all of you honey badgers out there watching, thank you so much, and I'll see you soon.